I wanted to talk to you a little bit about time management. I think that we all need to pay attention to time management because if you're like me, there's way more to do than there are hours in the day. And I think that nothing, well, I can't say nothing feels worse, but I think it feels pretty crappy to go through your day and feel like, oh, I'm just not getting stuff done. And then you have that to do list and it gets longer and longer and longer. So here's a couple thoughts about what you can do for time management. One thing that you can do is really begin to set your priorities, but set them in a different way. So if you just have a list and you start going through one by one, that may not get you to finishing the things that you really need to finish. Think about looking at what are the time frames, what has to be done, and what's super important to get done, because that's not always the same thing as what has to get done. And then I'd like you to think about what's something that you could do quickly and easily. See, one of the things that makes time management work so much better is when you're able to have a success. Every time that you build in a success and get something done, that feels great. And it gives you more motivation to keep going with what you still have on that list. So take a moment. Really, this should take no more than 2 minutes. Think of the things that you have to do, and then using those three different categories of what's due when, so what's due as soon as possible, what's super important, and what's something that you can get done pretty quickly. And then begin to put those into play. The next thing that you've got to do about time management is time yourself. And I don't mean time like, oh, how long am I working? But really, what you have to do is make certain that you're not working at a single stretch maximum longer than 90 minutes. See, our attention spans, our brain, and the way that we tend to work, all of us, we get fatigued. So you really want to plan in a break at about every 60 to 90 minutes. It can be a 5 minute break. And the best thing you can do in that break is just stand up, move around a little. It's a great time for a bathroom break, get a drink of water, and then sit back down. If you can incorporate those little strategies, you're going to find that not only do you get more done, but you're not as fatigued and worn out when you've done it. So I hope you try those strategies, and I can't wait to hear how well they've gone. Make sure you let me know, okay?